Hi, everyone, and thank you for coming to my presentation. My name is Kristin Gibson, and I'm a doctoral student in the Department of Agricultural Leadership, Education, and Communication at the University of Georgia. I would like to give a special thanks to my co-authors, Dr. Millicent Oyugi and Dr. Alexa Lamm. The title of my presentation is Overcoming Wicked Problems in International Agriculture Through Team Science, Identifying the Characteristics of a High-Performing Interdisciplinary Team. Introduction. Unprecedented problems in international agriculture have exacerbated the need for high-performing interdisciplinary scientific teams able to solve issues and generate knowledge. Successful and effective interdisciplinary teams require a high level of teamwork, which is often not easy to describe and can be difficult to achieve. One study contended that recent advances in communication, data generation, computing, and multidisciplinary global research call for scientific collaboration. Team science is collaborative research that has yielded significant advances in medical science. Thus, most of its definitions draw from medical science. For example, the National Institute of Health considers team science as a group of people with expertise and training in distinct health professional fields, collaborating to combine their skills, knowledge, and perspectives on a single clinically focused research project. However, team science is also applicable in various contexts outside of the medical field. For example, the National Research Council defined team science broadly as a joint effort to solve a scientific problem using expert evidence from different fields of study. Other scholars described it as a collaborative and cross-disciplinary approach to scientific inquiry that attracts researchers who would otherwise work independently or as co-investigators on small or large-scale projects. In agricultural settings, team science is a strategy for resolving complex agricultural problems by combining methodological and conceptual approaches from various disciplines, including extension service providers. However, international interdisciplinary teams face challenges when trying to work collaboratively due to a diversity of culture, language, and identity of the individuals on the team. Therefore, identifying how interdisciplinary teams can be high-performing in a real-life setting to inform the development of high-functioning interdisciplinary research teams is an important area of inquiry. The purpose of this study was to explore why a successful team of interdisciplinary scientists has achieved long-term success. The study answered the following research question. What is it about a highly successful interdisciplinary research team of scientists that have made them successful over time? So for the methods, the research design. The study utilized a case study approach to gain an in-depth understanding of teamwork in the context of an interdisciplinary scientific research team. Case studies are frequently used in social sciences because they enable researchers to thoroughly understand a phenomena of interest in a real-life context. Study context. A high-functioning, naturally forming scientific interdisciplinary research team was selected for this study. Hereafter, they will be referred to as the National Science Foundation or NSF-funded team. The NSF-funded team studies plant symbiosis, which benefits sustainable agriculture by providing crops with renewable nitrogen. So data collection. A moderator guide was developed with the research team, peers, and experts in qualitative research. First, respondents were asked to introduce themselves and their role on the NSF-funded team. Subsequently, the team was asked 7 questions related to the history of the team, how the team benefits the respondents personally, the team's greatest achievements since formation, impacts on others outside of the team, how respondents partner with others outside of the team, and future vision for the team. 12 research team members were invited to participate in the focus group. 8 chose to attend and participate by giving informed consent. The focus group was conducted by a trained facilitator and one note taker via Zoom. The facilitator and note taker were currently part of the funded team. However, they were social scientists funded to identify aspects of the team's outcomes for the funding agency and deliver professional development to enhance team processes. Audio recordings of the session were transcribed verbatim by an independent organization and used as the primary data source. Transcripts were also checked for accuracy, organized, and formatted to facilitate analysis. Participants were assigned pseudonyms like participant A, participant B, etc., based on who spoke first within the focus group to ensure confidentiality. The assigned pseudonyms were used to recognize the racial and gender diversity present among the participants. In addition, the scientific name of the legume was not used to help with team member confidentiality. All participants had at least a graduate level education, and about half of participants worked in some faculty role at a university. Other participants worked in a lab or a similar setting. So for data analysis, focus group data were analyzed using MaxQDA, which is a coding software. Using an emergent thematic analysis, themes reoccurring within the data were identified. Thematic analysis is a multi-step process where words with shared meaning are grouped into categories, also known as codes, and later assigned to larger themes. An emergent coding approach was used to create codes and themes throughout the process rather than preconceived notions. The lead coder revisited codes throughout the thematic coding process to review and reanalyze themes. So for results, 3 themes emerged from the focus group data: professional support, personal connections, and collaboration. First, I'll focus on professional support. Career advancement was a critical component of professional support. For instance, one participant joined the team as a PhD student and progressed to become the project's principal investigator. This participant said, and then becoming part of the team at a PI level was, to me, it was absolutely unbelievable. And I'm extremely grateful for everyone. I'm really grateful. What can I say? It's been amazing. Another participant also expressed that folks who worked under them ended up having jobs, professional jobs in cooperative extension or 4-H, and that they couldn't imagine training someone to be in cooperative extension, but they did. Personal connections. Participants in the focus group emphasized the importance of personal connections within the team. They indicated that connections help the team's ability to advance science. Some participants enjoyed and appreciated the nature of interactions between them. Professors and students became acquainted with one another and with the children of their teammates, affirming research evidence that suggests connections promote trust and team bonding. For example, one participant said, "It feels homey being in this community, and it's very, very nice and tight in a way and friendly." Another participant said, "When the heroes come to your life, it becomes something great." Focus group participants also expressed the importance of collaboration within the research community, emphasizing the importance of working on research questions and generating resources as a community rather than an individual or one specific team. Conferences and meetings fostered collaboration within the community, granting members the opportunity to learn what others were specializing in and working on. In addition, many community members had known each other for long periods of time. To the team, collaboration was an obvious option for scientific advancement. One team member said that they weren't sure how the tone got started. It was just the nature of the people who are in it. This community, I would say, tends to be more focused on building, answering a question. So discussion and recommendations. First, this study adds to the literature by examining characteristics of a highly successful interdisciplinary NSF-funded team in a case study context so that attributes that make them successful can be capitalized on by other teams. The present study revealed that professional support, personal connections, and collaboration were all critical factors for the team's level of success. Professional support was a critical component of the NSF-funded team's success. Many individuals who worked on the NSF-funded team advanced into faculty positions or had success in careers outside of academia. Regardless, the success was celebrated by the NSF-funded team. Professional development, such as working with other team member students, was also important to team members. This finding adds to a qualitative research study on team science that demonstrated that senior researchers who mentor junior researchers assist them in developing personal and social connections both within and outside of the team. Next, personal connections between members of the NSF-funded team were valuable to team members and were attributed to their success. The NSF-funded team was described as a community where team members asking each other for help, regardless of context, was possible. Team science studies have also discovered that a team's social dynamic can have a significant impact on the group's scientific or intellectual accomplishments. Lastly, collaboration within the community and beyond was added to the NSF's funded team success. Collaboration helped the NSF-funded team pool together and build resources and created a collaborative network of professionals seeking to answer questions, ultimately adding to their scientific achievements. This finding is similar to a previous study that stated collaborating with other disciplines can result in increased funding opportunities, a larger social network, and additional mentorship. Future studies should determine what factors contribute to a collaborative environment and what barriers may need to be addressed in order to foster collaboration in other disciplines. In conclusion, one of the primary benefits of team science is its ability to effectively address complex scientific investigations as displayed by the NSF-funded team. In addition, the professional and personal support between team members provides benefits beyond scientific advancement. The benefits could interact in a variety of ways to influence science's overall success. The findings in the present study are preliminary, however, and future studies may benefit from replicating the case study with another highly successful scientific team to determine if themes overlap. In the present study, the themes often overlapped, indicating personal connections, collaboration, and professional support are linked, therefore implying that one cannot exist without the other, and a team is unlikely to succeed without any of them. As a result, all three elements have the potential to influence one another, as well as the team's overall success, commitment, and happiness. Ensuring professional support, personal connections, and collaborations within international interdisciplinary teams is a lofty goal, but high-performing teams are needed to address wicked problems facing international agriculture. Future research is needed to determine factors or activities that influence professional support, personal connections, and collaborations in teams, specifically related to cross-cultural teams, so that complex problems like food security can be addressed. Lastly, professional development opportunities should also be created and tested that adhere to these themes. Please let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to email me if you do. And thank you so much for listening to my virtual presentation.